And inside the locker room, everyone trying to lock in, get mentally ready for another hard-fought NBA battle. Happy to have you with us for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill. Allie LaForce will be reporting from the sidelines. And a look at the starters for the Bulls. They've got Rudy Gobert. Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with Paul George. Then it's Thompson, and it's Harden in at the point. And for Memphis, they've got Dosunmu. Bobby Portis out there with Jalen Duren. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden.
Oh, man, the balance of muscle Giannis possesses is tremendous. Phenomenal at scoring on physical defenses.
Now here's Duren. Portis for 3. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Grizzlies. And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Here's Middleton. A shot from the low post is good.
And using that 6'7" frame to get in there and do work, Middleton will take on anybody.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Taylor Jenkins, who told me that one key will be holding James Harden in check. He said they don't want to let Harden get too much penetration, and when he does drive the lane, they're going to shade him left and force him into his weaker right hand. It's a strategy teams have used on Harden before, so we'll see how effective it is tonight.
Thanks for that, Allie.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
You know, Stan, for a team with such a proud history, the last decade has been a tough one for the Bulls.
Yeah, Brian, it really has. They've had competitive teams, but they haven't won a full playoff series since 2014. And for such a dedicated and passionate fan base, that's been really difficult for them, let alone the front office and people that want to turn this thing around as quickly as they can.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Middleton. Here's Portis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Antetokounmpo. Portis' shot is off. For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Outside Harden. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's good. Off the assist from Harden.
And look at Giannis using his length inside, allowing him to beat the contact and get the finish.
Middleton, right side. Portis, left side. The 3 is up. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Now here's Harden. George outside. Back to Harden. George finds Harden. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Harden's got 5.
And the coaching staff has to be happy with how they've shot the ball here early on.
And we've got a timeout from Taylor Jenkins. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Well, Grant, you often hear about how smooth Paul George's game is.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Young players could learn a lot by watching his footwork. His timing, his ability to find the space he needs, it's just tremendous.
Chicago making a switch here. Oubre's checked in. And so it's Memphis with it, trailing by 2. Portis against Antetokounmpo. Now here's Middleton. He's guarded closely. Can't hit the free throw line jumper. The Bulls have gone 4 of 5 so far, looking sharp. Outside Harden. From downtown. It's hauled in by Portis. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Shot clock at 6 from 20 feet. Middleton outside. Draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's going to go on Paul George. All right, Coach, if you have a really young team, how do you approach the season early in the schedule?
Well, Brian, the big challenge is when you have a young team is really trying to figure out who fits into what roles, what's the best way for your team to play. That takes a little longer than it does with other teams, and at times you have to modify your schemes, your rotations, and really work to figure out what you need to do.
After 3 straight playoff appearances, the Grizzlies sadly missed the postseason in 2024, Grant.
You know, really by no fault of their own, B.A. Injuries ruined what fans were hoping would be a big year for them. You know, it just goes to show there's no safe bets in this league.
Chicago leading. Outside Harden. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Harden penetrating. Can't hit from in close. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Five on the clock. Duran the screen. The three ball. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. And the Bulls shooting right around 57%. Very efficient so far in the first. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
First team.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for Chicago.
Well, yeah, early on, the mid-range jumpers have been an important part of their attack. They're going old school.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
And the free throw, no good. Recently, player health has been the big talking point around the Memphis Grizzlies stand.
Yeah, B.A., look, and it's really a shame to have such a talented, dynamic team have to deal with all those constant what-ifs and have their seasons so affected by things outside of their control. It's tough.
Antetokounmpo with the block.
Giannis puts his touch on every aspect of the game. Big reach on display that time. Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Now here's Middleton. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Middleton's got his second bucket on the night.
With how well he shoots it, you can forget Middleton is 6'7". That size and high release point helps him close in.
Here's Richardson. George outside. Three-pointer. And no good. Memphis trailing here. And it's Alexander Walker penetrating. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker has built a role around defense and activity, Coach.
Yeah, Brian, he's started to understand that not everyone can be that superstar scorer, and he's carved out a role around hustle, but still capable of knocking down shots within the flow of the offense.
Memphis making a switch here. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in. Richardson, that's good.
Everyone knows Harden is a talented passer. He can really rack up those assists.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Harden. And it's good. 2 points.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
The Bulls have gone 6 of 11 so far. Here's Harden. It's rebounded by Micic. Got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. Memphis shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. Gilgeous-Alexander, no good on the free throw.
The skills of SGA, they're so unique. His ball handling, shooting, length. Not a lot of guys like Shea in the league.
Robinson Earls checked in for Okiki. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Cash money from 16 feet away. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
Defenses nowadays try to protect the rim and the three-point line, so their mid-range is usually available.
Outside Harden. And the layup falls. Harden's got 7 points.
Nice execution by the offense, generating a good look.
It's a tie game in Memphis. And we'll get the second quarter underway. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Memphis.
Was simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
Hey, look, It's simple. More rebounds means more possessions, and that's clearly been their priority.
Luke Cornett out there with Isaiah Stewart. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Micic in at the 1. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Grizzlies great Marc Gasol last season retiring from basketball. He embraced the city of Memphis. He said, quote, "I think a player has to feel that it's their city and they have to fight for it. You play with a different mindset when you do that. To me, winning was the most important thing."
And they did a lot of winning, Allie. Now here's Harden. 7 points in the game. Adams, a pass to Harden. Out to Oubre. Fires for 3. Here's Adams. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
One of the strongest players in the league. Adams using his size well on the glass.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Chicago making a switch here. Thompson's checked in. And that one misses. Grant, we're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game. Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Thompson outside. Outside Harden. And that's his 4th bucket in 9 attempts.
Yeah, getting it done inside. Harden proves he's more than just a perimeter player.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. The baseline J is on the way, and he hits the jumper. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
Outside Richardson puts up a 3. And it's Cornett with a rebound. Memphis leading by 4. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Micic. Yet to see a basket. Cornett sets a screen. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Alexander Walker. And the 3 off target. And here's Harden. He'll bring it up for Chicago. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. The 3. He drops it from range. Harden's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And you can see Harden is feeling it, which is why he's being so aggressive on offense.
Here's Micic, guarded by Richardson, and Micic gets it to go.
Well, the defense allowed that one. He had a clear path to the cup.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. He wants to review the game plan. And a new group getting ready for Memphis. Duren, he's checked in for Cornett. Portis comes in for Stewart. Chris Middleton's checked in for Alexander Walker. And it's Dosunmu in for Micic. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Chicago. Paul George comes in for Richardson. Look at Giannis playing big inside against contact.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Middleton outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Duren with a screen on Harden. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Klay Thompson picks one up.
I love when Gilgeous-Alexander looks to score because it forces the defense to act.
And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kickability.
Now, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or a spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game. And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
Dosunmu outside. Portis the screen. Fires high post. And the basket by Dosunmu. Bulls trail by 3. George a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And the call will be against Bobby Portis. That's his first foul. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Memphis.
Now into the lineup for your Grizzlies.
George against Middleton. Thompson outside. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Here's Duren. And he banks in the layup. Duren's got his first basket.
They're going to work inside. I like how confident Jalen is from this area.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Oh, great D that time from Portis. Memphis leading by 5. To the inside. Here's Duren. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
The Bulls have gotten 5 of their first 11 shots to fall here in the second quarter. Thompson scanning the floor. Antetokounmpo against Portis. From 6 feet away. Giannis just unstoppable down low.
Defense puts good pressure on Giannis inside, but he just refuses to back off and gets it to go.
And we've got a timeout from Taylor Jenkins. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Well, that's the job, right? Your duty as a coach is to finesse your lineups so your guys get the best chance to succeed.
Gobert's checked in for Chicago. Pass to Middleton. And out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. The Bulls trail by 5. Outside Harden. Out to the wing. Antetokounmpo against Portis. Outside for Harden. Pass to George. Gobert with a screen on Middleton. Just 5 on the clock. George, no good.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Not enough on that one as it misses.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
One of the only ways to slow down Antetokounmpo is to get physical with him. But you know what? That may not work. He is so good at absorbing contact in the paint.
He hits the second from the line. 32 seconds left in the first half. Outside, Alexander Walker. Doesn't go that time. Good D by Gobert. Bulls trail by 4. Antetokounmpo with it. He's got 11. With 4 on the clock. In close. Antetokounmpo delivers.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Grizzlies out in front, up by 2. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks, guys. I'm joined with Coach Taylor Jenkins. What's the focus as you look forward to the second half?
Just ignite our pace. You know, everything starts with our defense. Can we pick up our activity? We got to get some stops. Got to keep them off the free throw line. We got to get out and run.
Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
Hello, everybody. So far, a fairly even game for the Memphis Grizzlies through the first 2 quarters.
The energy in their hometown is electric, man. You can tell these players are loving the positive attitudes and feeding off them. I expect them to sustain this enthusiasm.
All right, let's switch it over. See what the fans are posting on social media. And Cameron Windmill asks, which one of you has the best hair?
Okay, I could say this with supreme confidence. It's a tie.
Yeah, it's a three-way tie at the top. Get it?
Yeah, Cameron Windmill, you might want to get a new TV. Or maybe an eye test. Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. We are seeing an outstanding game from James Harden.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And so in the game for the Bulls, Thompson out there with James Harden. Then there's Rudy Gobert. Then it's Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's George in at the three.
Yeah, and Gilgeous-Alexander is a fighter. Someone that challenges the defense and bullies his way through contact.
Thompson passes to Harden. Pass to George. Pulls it. Off the left rim and out. Grizzlies lead by 4. Here's Middleton. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And Stan, you got into coaching right after college. When did you know you wanted to be a coach?
Brian, that's easy. As soon as I figured out that I didn't have much of a future as a player, I knew I wanted to stay involved in the game. I wanted to coach.
And he makes both free throws.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dosunmu. To the middle. Here's Duren. Out to Portis. From the high post. Count it. Good. Portis has got 7 points.
Yeah, when you make your mid-range shots, you force your opponents to adjust.
Well, look, he's got the length to get that shot off regardless of how the defense plays.
Yeah, good luck stopping that. When PG is hitting the pull-up with his size and hops, you just got to tip your hat.
Duren with a screen on Thompson. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
They've got the offense clicking. 3 for 4 to start the half and looking confident.
Three-pointer, Harden. The Grizzlies pull it in. Dosunmu outside. And there's the foul. It's on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Portis down low. Antetokounmpo's there. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th rebound in this one. Antetokounmpo takes the contact and scores.
And the game plan for them should be simple. Keep getting it to Giannis. The Greek Freak is on fire.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. 2-point game. Dosunmu to pass to Middleton. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Goes up from the top of the key. Good on the jump shot. Middleton's got his 3rd basket on the night right there. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Pass to George. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. They'll pin that on Chris Middleton.
They're such a skilled scorer. When George is looking to attack, it puts pressure on the D.
That's good from George. George hits them both. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 16. Portis outside. Duran with a screen on George. George against Middleton. Can't connect from 14.
Just imagine if he was shooting better. The lead would be even bigger.
Defensive Player of the Year 4 times over, Stan. Rudy Gobert tied for the record.
Yeah, Brian, alongside Dikembe Mutombo and Ben Wallace. And Gobert's capable of getting another one, too, assuming his countryman, Victor Wembanyama, doesn't start taking range.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Alexander Walker's checked in. George outside. Thompson with a screen. George left side. 13 feet out. It's hauled in by Portis. Portis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Paul George spent some time talking about his idol. He said, the person who motivated me as a kid was Kobe Bryant. Growing up in Southern California, watching him every day, I wanted to emulate him. I attacked the game the same way he did, trying to work on every deficiency, play both ends, and be a competitor.
His impact lives on, Allie. Portis against Harden. Gobert with a screen on Portis. Here's Harden. It's down. His 7th make in 13 attempts today.
Yeah, just a smart call by Harden. Using the pick to shake off the defense and get himself a look.
Portis with a screen on Harden. Portis outside. And again it's Memphis missing. The Bulls trail by 3. Picked by Gobert. To the wing on the left. Antetokounmpo, left side. Shot clock at 5. Oh, the bucket's good, and he'll have a chance at one more. It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the 3.
And they've been letting it rain from the mid-range. A throwback approach that's really working well for them in this one.
Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
Oubre passes to Harden. It's tipped. And here's DeSumo. Pass to Stewart. Here's Middleton. Chicago with a rebound. Antetokounmpo's got 5 rebounds in the game.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
We've got 1:28 left in the 3rd. And they double up on Antetokounmpo. Harden from outside. The offensive rebound. Antetokounmpo, that's good. Antetokounmpo has got 6 in the quarter.
And man, does Giannis work hard on the glass. Being rewarded for his efforts right there.
Here's DeSumo. Chicago with a rebound. Antetokounmpo has got rebound number 7 tonight. 50 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
And nothing is more terrifying than Giannis on the attack. So powerful when he takes flight.
It's Middleton on the wing. Defended by Harden. Middleton passes to Cornette. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Back to Antetokounmpo. The rebound by Stewart. The Grizzlies have gone 6 of 13 to open up this second half. Middleton. And again, Memphis no good.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
Antetokounmpo outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Antetokounmpo has got 10 points here in the second half.
Well, they have to be thrilled with how reliable he's been tonight.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has been on display for Chicago. He had solid production this quarter with scoring and rebounding. Back to the game. Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Isaiah Stewart out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Luke Cornett. And it's Micic in at the point guard position. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. George drives in, and he gets that one. And the Bulls lead by 5.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Micic. There's a screen. Clock at 6. Chicago with a rebound. Now Richardson. George feels it out a bit. Off the mark there with a 3.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Cornett. Adams covering. Here's Micic. Stewart outside. Gets the 3 to fall. Stewart's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Outside Richardson. Now here's Oubre. Inside. Here's Adams. Another shot. And the layup is good.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Grizzlies trail by 4. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Stewart. Here's Micic. George with a steal. And up the court come the Bulls on the break. And the jam by George.
And historically an excellent defender, George just excels at picking your pocket and taking it all the way himself. Nice.
Pass to Micic. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Bulls.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
You know what? They impress me from mid-range. I mean, understanding that there's more places to shoot than beyond the arc.
Dosunmu, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. Gobert's checked in for Chicago. Chicago leading by 4. Outside Oubre. Pass to Gobert. And there's the foul. It's on Ayo Dosunmu. That's his first foul. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Memphis. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Chicago. James Harden comes in for Richardson. Harden, the pass to Gobert. 5 to shoot. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, no good by Chicago. Memphis has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. It's good.
A clever scorer who reads the floor beautifully. The floater is just one of many ways Gilgeous-Alexander can beat you.
Antetokounmpo surveys. Pass to Oubre. Antetokounmpo against Stewart. Antetokounmpo inside. Blocked! A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander to tie it up. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo has got 9 rebounds now. Pass to Oubre. Here's Thompson. Antetokounmpo outside. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Antetokounmpo has got 25 points. And timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Some changes for Memphis. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Cornette. Portis comes in for Stewart. And Middleton subbed in for Alexander Walker. And the Bulls also making a change. George is checked in. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, I had a chance to find out what Taylor Jenkins was discussing with his players. He emphasized staying sharp the rest of the way, saying turnovers will kill us. We can close this gap if we take care of the ball. Don't try and overdo it. Let's send it back to you guys, Brian.
Thank you for that, Allie. George draws the double. Duren with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
Antetokounmpo outside. Lays it up and banks it in. 27 points for him.
And he is just showing off right now. I mean, he's giving you leadership. Giannis just takes pride in stepping up and hitting those big shots.
Duren with a screen on Thompson. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. And the three-pointer goes. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 12 points here in the second half. There's a minute 47 left to play in the fourth quarter. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
So many times Giannis forces his man into a foul. As a defender, you can't give him anything easy. That leads to a lot of contact.
That's off as well, so he misses both. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Down low to take the lead. And the Grizzlies get another bucket right there.
What an injection of energy from Duren. Working hard to find points for his team.
Harden, the pass to Antetokounmpo. It's good. Antetokounmpo's got 29. Neither team able to build a lead and sustain it.
After 6 lead changes, it feels like it could come down to one big play.
Gilgeous-Alexander no good. Chicago leading. Antetokounmpo outside. 1:05 left in the fourth. Yes! And the foul! Dosunmu picks one up.
You expect this from an MVP like Giannis. He never gives up on the game. Woo! Gotta love it. Making this now a 2-possession game.
Grizzlies trail by 4. 55 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Dosunmu up top, defended by Thompson.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Harden with it. Pass to Gobert. Outside for Harden. Now here's Antetokounmpo. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
And timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. And looking at the options here, what do you think is being discussed?
More than enough time to get a bucket.
No doubt, but they might have...
Oh, okay!
Oh, my gosh.
Really feels like... They're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Time called here. The Grizzlies decide to talk it over. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
Searching for a fast bucket, then a way to stretch things out.
Yeah, and then they have to foul quickly and hope for some misses at the line.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's the foul.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
He hits the first one, and that puts him up 5. And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there. Dosunmu outside. 4-3. No good on the shot. And so Chicago takes the win. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And B.A., the visiting team is always under some added pressure. But they made it work and got the win, whatever the margin may have been.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
James, your playmaking really stood out. How do you strike that balance between setting the table and calling your own number?
Every single game is going to be something different. And so sometimes they're going to allow me to score points, and sometimes they're going to take those points away and try to get me to facilitate. But I'm willing to do both, and I just take the reads, whatever they give me. And tonight was a great team effort. Everybody played well, contributed.
Guys, he's shown in his career he's willing to do it all.
Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.